That is very cool. Jaws 2 cup. Look at that artwork. And then on the reverse, it says, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. This was a Big Gulp cup. This is the size they used to be. I have a couple of these. I do like 7-Eleven. They have the much bigger cups now. They always have great movie tie-in cups. They started out, though, as the totem store. So they had a totem pole, and they were an ice place. You could go there, get your ice, and tote away some stuff if you had some things you need. Today, though, they are owned by a company out in Japan. And if you look at any video of Japan, 7-Elevens are everywhere.
お腹が空いたらセブンイレブン朝7時から夜11時までセブンイレブンいい気分開いててよかった
The chain was founded in 1927 in Dallas. They were an icehouse store. It was called the Totem Store. And they stayed that way until 1946, where they changed their hours to an unthinkable 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And that's when they ran this commercial.
7 days a week, we open up at 7.
And 7 days a week, we're open till 11.
From 7.
Till 11.
From 7.
Till 11.
We got ice,
Drinks.
milk,
Cheese.
meat,
Fish.
bread.
Peas.
We got soup, nuts. That's why we sing.
7-Eleven's got everything.
A Japanese supermarket acquired 70% of the company back in 1991, so today they're owned by 7-Eleven Japan Company Ltd.
流通大手のセブン&アイ・ホールディングスがセブンイレブンの宅配サービスを全国に拡大します。
This is the current 7-Eleven logo. They've been using this one since 1968. It's a little weird because it's got that lowercase n. Take a look at that. The wife of John P. Thompson Sr., the company president, she said that a lowercase n would be better because she felt that uppercase n's were too aggressive.
Me look for cookie. Me no find cookie. Instead, me find letter N. Yeah. Oh, what me do? Yeah,
Gonna eat the letter, aren't you?
Come to Papa. Yeah.
Now, Thompson had a very strong influence in the company. He was with it for 48 years and grew it from this tiny ice company to one of the biggest companies in the world. During his tenure, they introduced the Slurpee in 1967.
How about Slurpee?
Reach for the cold one. Slurpee is the cold one.
Not just a drink in the ice, but a drink that is ice. That's Slurpee.
Now, here's Omar, and I'm not sure how to pronounce his name.
Pronouncenames.com.
Omar Nedlick.
Omar invented machines to make frozen beverages in the late 1950s. He came up with this idea when his soda fountain broke down, and so he put his sodas in the freezer and they became slushy. And so he realized that the carbonation would help make this slushy type drink. And so he hired a woman named Ruth Taylor to design a logo for this slushy, and she designed the icy logo.
There's a new taste spreading out right across the nation. The frozenated, carbonated, icy drink sensation. You can sip it, you can spoon it, it's the icy surprise. There's Coca-Cola, orange, raspberry, or lime. Everybody loves icy.
And they started getting these ices into all different types of stores, and 7-Eleven signed a contract with them, but they said, well, we want to have our own name for our product, so they came up with Slurpee. But the rule is that 7-Eleven can't sell Slurpees anywhere outside of a 7-Eleven store. So there were very specific rules on how they could market it, but that is essentially the same product from the exact same inventor. I have this Slurpee cup. Look at this. Jerry Lewis movie mug. And then on the back it says to watch the Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy Telethon on Labor Day weekend. That was the greatest thing. When I was a kid, that Jerry Lewis Telethon would run for like the whole weekend, and Jerry would lose his mind. I mean, the guy, he started the weekend, halfway gone, and by the end of the weekend, it was insane.
Everybody loves you, Eddie.
I beg your pardon.
Everybody loves you.
Wow, thank you.
Look, they're all standing up to welcome you.
Wait,
Don't leave. There's more show. We've got a couple more minutes.
They weren't leaving. They weren't leaving. They were just fixing their shorts.
I see that. You know, I'm going to fix mine.
Okay, I'll watch you walk over. Walk this way if I could walk
If I could walk that way, I'd be dancing. All right.
Okay.
It was good to see you.
Nice seeing you again.
Okay.
Thanks. You don't know what a nuisance.
So we talked about John P. Thompson, who was the president of 7-Eleven. Also under his tenure was brewed coffee to go. He first started offering that in 1964. And then in 1980, they introduced the Big Gulp. One of the videos I remember watching on YouTube during the early days was this great video by a guy named Chris Eiler, who put up some amazing Disneyland videos as well. But he went to a 7-Eleven near Disney World, 1987, and it was 2:30 in the morning, and he just recorded customers.
Orange and cola.
Orange and cola. Chris?
The orange.
The orange. He's going for the orange. Perhaps if we get a close-up look, we can find out the secret ingredients that makes this Slurpee a 7-Eleven Slurpee. There you go.
The freedom of 7-Eleven is here. Freedom of captured in this freedom of delay.
Pretty mundane slice of life. Of course, it's not always mundane at 7-Eleven. Here's some footage of a bear.
Hey! Stop! Hey! Shh! Hey! Shh! Get out! Get out!
And then here's a lizard taking over a 7-Eleven. The one pop culture reference that I always think of with 7-Eleven is a strange one. It was this show, Father of the Pride, where Siegfried and Roy were animated characters. And in one episode, they saw a commercial for the Big Gulp.
Cool off with a super Big Gulp drink at your local 7-Eleven.
Ah? I want to have the ah.
And so they go down to the store, but unfortunately, the Big Gulp machine is broken.
I failed to factor in the root beer. Perhaps we should just get Slurpees. Nein! We didn't come all this way to slurp. We came to gulp. Now leave me to my work.
Soul, out! But my shift isn't up for 2 hours. You don't even know how to work the register.
Is it impossible?
No.
That is a shame, for Siegfried and Roy are masters of the impossible.
By the way, if you enjoy these videos, make sure and be like the Fonz. Give it a thumbs up. Click that thumbs up button. That'll push this video out to more people, and I truly appreciate it. I got a bunch of my 7-Eleven cups here. I am a sucker for these. Like if I go to 7-Eleven, even if I'm not planning on buying a drink and then I see that they got a cool cup, I tend to go, well, I could use this enormous cup of beverage, and then I buy it and then I put it. I have one shelf in the closet up in the pantry upstairs that I use for these cups, and I rarely ever take them out because they're too big. You don't need them the first time you buy them, but they're cool to look at. Here's one with Rey Mysterio. This was for a WWE video game. Actually, pretty cool video game. This is one that, like, the characters are all ridiculously muscle-bound. Like, Andre the Giant is a beast in this. Here is Terminator Salvation. And this one is one of those ones that changes. Look at that. Changes pictures. You look at it from one angle, it's a different picture. This is a Slurpee cup. What's this one over here? We got... some Transformers. Look at them transforming. This was from Revenge of the Fallen. I have enjoyed every one of these Transformer movies I've seen, and I think I've seen at least half of them. But here's the thing. I couldn't tell you which ones I've seen and which ones I haven't seen. I have no clue. They all seem like these are the type of movie, and a lot of action movies are this way now for me, where the moment that the credits start to roll at the end, I forget everything I saw. Like there's no... I don't know. I think that's not a good sign about the movie, or maybe not a good sign about me mentally, but I think it's more that movies are forgettable today. I think they're just a bunch, it's just computer graphics banging into each other here's Bumblebee. And I think sequels, I don't know, maybe it's just seems this way to me, but I feel like they crank out too many sequels for everything nowadays, and as quickly as possible. I like this. Superman. Look at that. Brandon Routh as Superman. Superman returns only in theaters on June 30th. It's got the Slurpee logo right there on the top. Here he is flying right at you. Here's another Rey Mysterio. This is another lenticular cup, so you can see him do that backflip. This advertises SummerSlam and Slurpee cups only at 7-Eleven. I like this. Look at this. This is a Mountain Dew Slurpee. So I guess they had a Mountain Dew Slurpee for Hulk. This was the Eric Bana Hulk. And you can sort of see it there. You see like the Hulk's mouth. When you would fill this with your cold Slurpee, the Hulk would appear here and Eric Bana would go away. Yeah, there they are. There's Kiss. Kiss on the Big Gulp. There's Starchild. I don't know the names of all the guys in Kiss, but I like the cat guy the best. See if I got... Yeah! There he is. Catman. Look at that. That is awesome. There's Gene Simmons. Here's a John Cena one. He does that You Can't See Me. Let's see if I can get him to do it. You can't see me. Look at that. Here's the Undertaker. Does his hat go down? Look at that. There's the Miz. Look at this one. Here's a Big Gulp cup. I didn't try very hard for G.I. Joe. Thor in theaters. Super Big Gulp. And here's Kelly. Well, this has certainly been interesting. I enjoy going down memory lane looking at all this stuff. I do love novelty glassware. So I'm going to put up here a box with a video that has my novelty glassware collection. Over on this side, this is the one that YouTube says is best for you. So you could choose either novelty glassware or whatever YouTube says is best for you. You see, if I know best, do they know best? I don't know. But choose one. Come back tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Brand new adventure.